What's up, everybody? Frank Valkyria, welcome to the channel. I hope you're doing absolutely fantastic today. Stay tuned because we gotta talk about this. Why am I slapping my phone that I bought with my own money? Sorry, phone, nothing personal. So, yesterday we talked about Elon Musk potentially being the dad of EH's kid. And now the mainstream media is going rampant with this information in regards of Elon Musk executive delivering twins. So, first of all, I learned one thing. The semen of Elon Musk seem to prefer the birth of twins. I think this is the third twins that he has. So, over two women or three women, I'm not 100% sure. Probably had a couple of twins, the first relationship, the first woman. Anyway, let's stay on track here. First of all, I'm waiting for some memes here with, those big blue, like very piercing eyes looking at me. I'm not nothing personal, body build. I'm just delivering the news here. So I'm waiting for some memes to go around with those beautiful blue eyes, like really questioning you. Why are you staring at me? So anyway, it seems pretty obvious that first of all, Elon Musk, it's more like of a polyamorous kind of person when it comes down to relationship. Most likely, maybe also Grime was, and honestly, if that's the case, there's nothing wrong with that. Adults do whatever they want as long as there is communication and openness. You can have either a more traditional sort of relationship, you can have a different relationship that opens up to more possibility in terms of intimacy with other partner. It's all good as long as it's all communicated well. So in that way, fine. But the thing is that, of course, he was having probably also an affair with, or sort of relationship with Shivan Zils, because at the same time, he was having the second child via surrogate with Grime. So, you see, remember this word surrogate right here, that's also where it ties in with AH and the argument for this whole video. So, you start to see like common words which they tie more people together, most likely. So, Grime, second child via surrogate. So she did not give birth to it; somebody else did. But the embryo with the semen was theirs. Here, in this case, it seems that Elon Musk did more a traditional approach, a biblical approach. All right. He likes also sometimes being a little bit more traditional, where you have the female and the male socket, you put it in the electricity, works. All right, after all, he produces batteries, he likes electricity, and he likes sockets, okay? So he's gonna try out every now and then. So it seemed to do a little bit on a more traditional way with this woman, and she's also the CEO of, not CEO, maybe sort of a high official in Neuralink, which is another company of Elon Musk. So what is interesting here is the surrogacy, because as you know, AH has had a kid via surrogate. So she did not give birth to the kid, somebody else did, using embryos. You also know of Jennifer Howell, the friend of both AH and the sister of AH, that she wrote the letter in regards of this fight that she knows of Elon Musk and AH going to court, trying to destroy, Elon Musk wanting to destroy those embryos. And so it seems like she succeeded with one, and probably the rest were destroyed. It seems that, to my understanding of the rumors that are going around, they settle out of court. But anyway, this is quite interesting because, first of all, we have to ask ourselves the most important question, which is, why? Why would he want to do that? When in fact, he seemed like the kind of person that he likes to help out on repopulating planet Earth. As you can see, for him, it's quite of a big thing. We discussed this yesterday. US birth rate has been below minimum sustainable levels. It seems that actually it's a worldwide trend. Actually, I was looking into it yesterday. So And you see, he has it at heart, this sort of issue. Past 2 years have been a demographic disaster. I mean, I'm doing my part, haha. So he seems like a kind of guy that he doesn't have problem also communicating on Twitter. You know, I would imagine somebody like Elon Musk, if he didn't have any other kind of problem with AH, and he would see a video like mine, Elon Musk is the father, you know? If it got to his ear, probably he will reply on Twitter like, I am the father, or I'm not the father, something pragmatic in that manner. He's that kind of guy. He doesn't shy away from being controversial in that manner, and I don't think also he gives a flying fuck, honestly. So that's what makes me think that perhaps something else went on, you know, to make him realize or decide to destroy the embryo. Because frankly, I don't think many people have doubt that probably, you know, that kid of AH is his. Really. I mean, she wants to have a kid via surrogate, right? They do some embryos. Who do you think she's going to go after? Like, of course she's going to choose somebody of that level. I don't think she's going to choose a normal randos, because, you know, she doesn't like randos coming out of the woodwork just to inseminate some embryos, some ovaries, eggs, all right? You need some rockets, sperm, to make those eggs fertilized in the right manner. Of course, she would not have settled for nothing less, I suppose, allegedly. So I think, honestly, it's quite clear in the mind of the majority of people that that's probably 99.9%, 100%. Let's face it, it's 100%. So why he's probably shy about this? Also, I don't think the rumor about, you know, sexual kinks or whatever, again, I don't think Elon Musk gives a flying freak if, you know, some of those things came to the surface. Of course, it was tied to a trial with the defamation of Johnny Depp because he was caught in the elevator to his penthouse, so probably wanted to fly low for as long as possible to try to avoid too much attention throughout the trial, you know, maybe also not being forced to testify or something. I don't know if that's even possible. So now that it's passed, I suppose we could expect, you know, if I'm right about this and he's not shying away from his usual pragmatic tweets, I would expect, like we have seen also with the pragmatic tweet about the end of the trial, you know, when he tweeted about the two of them, about Johnny Depp and AH, I would expect something more, especially if this news start to gain momentum. And it is, because he's already going mainstream. Like, you know, oh, then he's the father of AH kid. And I'm pretty sure that in a very few days or in a week or so, if this story gains even more momentum, we will get to a tweet. We will get to something for sure that it's going to clarify or deny these implications, attachment, connection with AH kid. So will be very interesting. To me, to close the video, I feel like that if he had to break up from her in the way that he went after also the embryos and trying to destroy them, which is sort of an antithetic to his behavior of wanting to repopulate the planet as much as possible, there might have been some kind of issue going on, you know? Maybe some kind of clash. Maybe she threw a fit like she did with JD, you know? Maybe doing that kind of reactive violence. She used the violence perché gli piace dare I cazzotti nella faccia di Rocketman. Something like that, you know, like probably she got a little bit more energetic on his face, on his body, I don't know. And the guy said, you know what? Fuck you. And I would support that decision of Elon Musk, honestly, if you ask me. So I'm really curious about this. And again, you know, I honestly, I cannot blame too much this guy for wanting to repopulate planet Earth. Yesterday I made, you know, the connection with the boys from Brazil. Some of you, of course, already know. Some of you don't. I think it was a novel or a story in regards of basically wanting to recreate the circumstances that gave birth to that infamous German man that started the Second World War. So basically they froze some sperm and they fertilized some women, which gave birth to a genetical, or actually they cloned some of those kids. You know, they actually rumors about Germans being able to clone already back then, and doing cloning of those babies, which were seeded with the accurate DNA of the infamous bad guy, and then they distributed them in families, trying to recreate the sort of family structure which produced that person, perhaps to get the new bad guy, right? So there is a little bit of that sketchiness in wanting to make as many kids as possible. But then again, you know, in this manner, you know, it will not reproduce exactly the same person. The thing that it's most crazy about all of this, honestly, about Elon Musk having 10 kids, is like those kids, when they're going to be eligible to get some of the Jing property, oh man, it's going to be tough with all those different mothers and everybody entitled to something of the emperor. Oh my God, there is literally people like getting at each other's throat over like a 1-bedroom apartment. So can you imagine if this guy is still worth like 300 billion when the kids are over 20, you know, and everybody's like, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Oh my God. Anyway, probably it will be long gone on Mars. Anyhow, repopulating Mars as well. Well, populating Mars actually for the first time. Anyway, guys, please consider subscribing. I will really, really appreciate that immensely. Thank you so much for the support. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, because the algorithm gods, they like this and they don't like this on the other way around. So choose this instead. All right? Take care of yourself. Ciao.